Terrible things are still happening between the US and the Iran. Remember, few days ago, Iran attacked Israel and Israel retaliates. And President Donald Trump called the Prime Minister of Israel never to retaliate. But Israel retaliated and destroyed some parts in Iran. This is very wonderful. But I still want to let you know that today's video or today's news is a breaking one. Iran destroyed US helicopter that crosses their paths. In fact, I don't want to waste much on this, but Donald Trump says they are going to retaliate as Iran attacked their helicopter. In fact, watch this.
All right, we have just gotten some breaking news that we wanted to break in to tell you about. President Trump has just posted on Truth Social. I'm going to read it here. He says, I've just been informed by our great military that last night the Iranians shot down one of our highly sophisticated Apache helicopters while patrolling over the Strait of Hormuz. There were 2 pilots involved. Both are safe and uninjured. Nevertheless, the United States must, of necessity, respond to this attack. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. So obviously this comes in the midst of President Trump trying to sort of tamp down tensions between the Israelis and the Iranians in recent days, and even saying earlier that he believed that a deal between the United States and Iran to bring this war to an end once and for all could come within 2 or 3 days. Obviously now potentially that calculus could be changing. Let's go now to Iran, where our Al-Migdad Al-Rahaid is standing by for us. So Al-Migdad, what do we know about what happened here? And obviously this is early, but do we have any indication of anything from the Iranian side?
Well, actually, from what I understand, this is apparently a very serious escalation, depending on what Donald Trump just posted on social media. But from here, we don't have an official response to this event. But at the same time, we do know that the Strait of Hormuz, the vicinity of the Strait of Hormuz, is a territorial that right now IRGC Navy and the Iranian army projecting what they called their sovereignty, their defiance, their controlling such an important area. And we've just yesterday heard from military commanders Qa'ani, belong to Al-Quds fleet, belong to the IRGC, said that there's a new security measures linked between Bab al-Mandeb and also between the Strait of Hormuz, all the way from the Strait of Hormuz to the Bab al-Mandeb at the entrance of the Red Sea. So this is an area controlled by the IRGC and their allies. So while that's happening, they are sending a very firm and red lines for this control area geographically and also sovereignty. And we do know that this is a battlefield between Iranian and Americans over the past few weeks. We have seen a lot of escalatory events between both sides, especially when it comes to the naval blockade imposed by the United States Navy in the Arabian Sea, and also between the IRGC controlling such a strategic corridor. And now we have just heard from the Donald Trump that the Apache have been landed by the IRGC, by the Iranian, and such as an important event right now. We do know that this can be a new calculation between both sides, and we do know that IRGC projecting their full controls into that geographical area from the entrance of the from the entrance of the Strait of Hormuz, and there is a designated route for shipping and maritime shipping. Actually, they are presenting that as their new equation in the Strait of Hormuz, new reality on the Strait of Hormuz, which is becoming one of the main sticking point over the past few weeks in negotiating table. And right now, this is add another complexity to the already delicate situation when it comes to this particular front, adding to the southern Lebanon, to the southern of suburbs in Lebanon. So that all of that happening right now bring us the idea of mistrust between Iranian and Americans when it comes to proceeding with the negotiations. And we have seen a lot of consistent messaging actually from foreign ministry, from senior commanders, senior politicians, Mohammed Baqir Ghalibaf, top negotiators, consistently saying that they are open to going with diplomacy, but at the same time it must be backed by leverage. And we do know that right now the new reality on the Strait of Hormuz is a kind of a strong leverage for Iranian to go further with the negotiations. So this, from what we understand, is a very serious event right now, and it seems like that American will retaliate for such an incident. At the same time, for Iranian, it's like a red line to reconnaissance over that strategic waterway without coordination with their forces there on the ground. They are projecting that as a red line, as sovereignty, as the rights to control such a strategic waterway. And also they differentiate between who will be on that talks when it comes to control the Strait of Hormuz. They are engaging many times with their neighborhoods, with their neighboring countries. Oman several times we have been receiving such a message from foreign ministry that this waterway is shared between both countries, and that there must be a full coordination with the IRGC Navy from their territorial water and the Omanis forces for their territorial waters. And right now it seems like a very serious events for time being.
And El-Baghdadi, it's worth noting that a U.S. military official, a spokesperson for U.S. Central Command, had emphasized in his prior comments that this was near the coast of Oman. Not saying near the coast of Iran, near the coast of Oman, saying that a 24-foot unmanned boat located these two crew members and that they had been in the water for 2 hours before they were brought to shore. Again, this didn't say what brought those down. Clearly, the U.S. president now confirming that this was, in fact, brought down, he believes, by the Iranians. I wonder, though, given that President Trump has been so optimistic, despite what's happened over the last couple of days, and the vice president as well has been quite optimistic sounding about the possibility of getting a deal in the next couple of days. Have the Iranians also been giving similar signals that things are going well?
Well, actually, what you add, just to add, it is near to Oman's territorial waters, such as an important details about such a recent incident. And when it comes to such an escalatory events for this or the past events, there is a range of miscalculation between both sides. So that is also bring us that this is a very delicate situation, this is a very complex situation. And while there is optimism coming out of Washington when Donald Trump said that we are very close to a deal 2 to 3 days, the tone coming out of Tehran is noticeably different over the past few days. They are presenting cautiousness, you know, when it comes to the negotiations. We have been repeatedly listened to the message coming out of Tehran. They are repeatedly referenced to such a word as mistrust, as a guarantees, as what they called a tangible verifications to go and proceed with the negotiations, while there is no actually a solid ground for trust between both sides when it comes to the recent event and the past week's events. And also we have seen a lot of an event that deepen the already deep mistrust between both sides when it comes to the latest retaliatory attacks between both sides over the past weeks on Kuwait, Bahrain, and Fifth Fleet of U.S. here in Bahrain, and also the Ali Salim air base in Kuwait, and also the island of Qishm, island of Hormuz. All that battlefield for both sides deepen the mistrust between both sides. But what Iranian demand right now is a guarantees to proceed with the negotiations. Is presenting a cautious diplomacy. They are not leaving the door of diplomacy. They are not walk away from diplomacy, but at the same time they are presenting diplomacy backed with leverage, backed with force, backed with the military readiness, backed with the what they called guarantees demanded from the United Nations Security Council resolutions. They are linked that to the United Nations Security Council resolutions to be implemented on the grounds, and they are demanding a ceasefire on all fronts. This is the first stage of that memorandum of understanding before going further with the most critical issues, such as sanctions, such as nuclear file and frozen assets, and the influence of Iran in the region. So the situation is very delicate, is very complex, and right now we are expecting from American is such a retaliatory strikes, whether in Qishm Island or the vicinities of Strait of Hormuz, cities overlooking the Strait of Hormuz, and also we are knowing the already stands for Iranian. They will retaliate upon what the United States doing right now. They are saying basically the naval blockade, the imposed naval blockade, is a ceasefire, is a violation of ceasefire actually. And when it comes to the Strait of Hormuz, the vicinity of the Strait of Hormuz, it's basically under their full control, and they are saying that you will not cross or pass through this strategic waterway unless you made a full coordination with the forces on the ground, which is IRGC Navy.
Did you hear what Donald Trump said in his X handle, that is former Twitter, concerning Iran and the attack Iran made to US helicopter? Remember, Donald Trump is a man of his words. As he said it, don't be surprised that Pentagon are now getting ready to retaliate. Iran may collect something from US if they did not plead for their action. If they did not send message to Donald Trump saying that, in fact, attacking their helicopter is by mistake. But remember, President Donald Trump really want to have peace deal with Iran. But because Iran don't want to desist from having nuclear weapon, they want to possess nuclear weapon. That is why they keep rejecting peace deal with the US or Donald Trump. But Donald Trump, as a father, tolerates. He endures with Iran, and he don't want to attack Iran because he said in one of his video clip that he don't want to attack Iran because some Iranians are friends to US or Americans, while some Americans are also friends to Iranian. So they are friends. Killing friends from Iran is not good. So Donald Trump tolerates everything that Iran is doing. And through this attack, it's like Donald Trump is angry. And what Donald Trump said in his X handle shows that he will attack Iran any moment from now, because Iran attacked US helicopter without notification, and this caused more attention of Donald Trump and the US. So what do you have to say concerning this video? This is a breaking news that I decided to share with you. Thank you for watching. For more upload videos like this, do not forget to follow me on this channel by subscribing, because I will be giving you latest and hot updates concerning US, Iran, and other countries. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one, and bye.